Previously on the Minecraft One Piece roleplay.
You're Dr. Case?
I was told if I came here, I can get rid of the other personality in my head.
People who seek me out now have to complete a challenge of my design. Let's do the resonance test.
On it.
Hey, what's the big deal?
Whoa, you almost got me that time.
What?
At least let me finish my sentence.
Huh?
What was that?
I ate the sexy fruit, which makes me a sexy man.
Wow, Dr. Mathers, you're a pretty skilled swordsman. I'd say your techniques are significantly more honed than mine.
Yeah, I've been fighting with swords for a majority of my life. It almost comes naturally to me at this point to swing these around.
I can tell. You would have definitely defeated me by now. If only your blades had conviction behind them.
There you go, saying weird stuff like that again. What exactly are you insinuating?
Just listen to this.
Listen to what? The sounds of our swords clashing?
Exactly. Your resonance of conviction is such a sad one. I just want to know what happened to you.
My... what?
I'm sorry. I really do just jump the gun without explaining much sometimes. I'll put this as simply as I can. We sword users are taught to utilize our swords in a way that makes them an extension of ourselves, right?
So what? Are you saying that I'm not doing that?
Well, it's really weird with you. You are, but it feels hollow.
Hollow in what way?
I don't know. It just kind of feels like the way you use your weapon is completely through learned behavior. I'd imagine that your raw talent made up for any of the major drawbacks you would have due to this.
I can't tell if you're complimenting me or saying there's something wrong with me.
A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B, to be honest. You've somehow found a way to replicate a nearly identical feel to what a real swordsman whose heart is in their blade would fight like. It's quite impressive, yet your situation is just sad.
I'm sorry, but I can't sit by idly and listen to you say I'm not a real swordsman whose heart isn't in my blade.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant at all.
My father, the late Ken Mathers, gave me this sword of mine, Void, to protect my mother, and this pink one, Pulchritude, was given to me by him when my baby sister was born in order to protect her as well.
Ken Mathers? The Ken Mathers was your father?
Yeah. He was a wonderful man who dumped his heart and soul into teaching me the way of the blade. As long as I have these two swords, I'll always have my family near and dear to my heart. I'd appreciate if you take back what you just said about me, Nurse Velvet.
Then why?
Why what? Please, just take it back.
Why are the sounds of our clashes so hollow?
What are you talking about?
Dr. Mathers, the resonance of conviction is the telltale sign to finding out about vague intricacies in a swordsman. For most people, the clashing of swords creates noises that are practically indistinguishable and meaningless, but that isn't the case with me.
I've never heard of such a concept before.
I guess it's not a technique that's very widely accepted as being valid, since it's even less tangible of a concept than something like hockey. But I've always seen it as an extension of observation hockey myself.
Oh, really? I'm listening.
Any random person that just picks up a sword and starts using it can produce a sound from it. But it takes a swordsman with a story behind his blades to produce a resonance of conviction. Every time we clash, all I hear from the sound is an ambition lost to the ghosts of your past.
The ghosts of my past?
Beautiful chimes are being drowned out by a certain emptiness, a sense of betrayal. Don't get me wrong though, I could tell from the condition you keep your blades in that you cherish them greatly. That isn't your issue. It's your stance on swordsmanship that worries me.
I'm really trying to understand, but I just don't get it, Velvet. Can you stop just describing this imaginary sound and tell me what exactly you're trying to get at?
Well, my working hypothesis is that something happened that made you lose your passion for swordsmanship.
Welcome to the Strikers faction, Leon.
Wait, what? You now have one strike. Try not to get the other two, or else. I should have tried harder. If I did, you guys would still be getting plenty of money.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Enough talk. Let's just keep fighting.
It's no use, Dr. Mathers. You're good, but at the level you're at, my swords full of conviction will beat your hollow ones any day of the week.
Shut up! I've overcome anything for this long thanks to my swords, and things aren't going to stop now.
I won't pry any further, especially since the main goal of your challenge is to get treatment for your friend, not to treat yourself. But I am rooting for you, and ask that you reflect on what it is that has made you this way.
Made me? What way? I'm still the same me!
Please just promise me that you'll always stay a good person. I don't want you to ever become someone you're not.
But
Mommy and Daddy need you to be one, and so does everyone else.
I promise, Marin. I'll be a good person.
Good. And I want you to be there for everyone just like you are for me. I've always seen you as my superhero.
I promise. I'll be there for anyone that ever needs my help. You know what? I'll become a doctor, but I'll provide my services for free. No questions asked. I don't want anyone to ever suffer like our family did.
I just chose to be the person who I am. I'm a doctor first and foremost.
Then why do you still fight with a sword if you've chosen that isn't who you are?
I just needed to. I've been in a situation where I've needed to defend myself for such a long time. It was just necessary to keep fighting.
So you'll just keep being haunted by your past?
If it's what I have to do, then yes.
Then please, at least put some sort of meaningful conviction into your blades.
Let's begin the training. Get your swords out and fight me.
Right. Even if I wanted to, fighting is just a means to an end. I have no conviction to put into these swords of mine anymore other than to keep winning. Isn't that enough, though?
Clearly it's not, or else your blades wouldn't sound so tragic. Dr. Mathers, listening to the resonance of others is difficult, but listening to your own just takes some self-reflection. I implore you to try your hand at listening to your own resonance of conviction. Find what it is that you can put behind your weapons. No, behind yourself.
My own resonance? What would I even do? Just listen to the sound my clash makes? She said they were like chimes, right?
Here I come.
Chimes, 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 chimes. Wait, or should I be focusing on what my conviction is? Oh, screw it. I'll just let my mind take me where it wants to go. Tsunachi!
Leon, come here, son.
Oh, yes, Dad.
You're a little off today. What's the matter?
I'm sorry. I'll go out there and try even harder. Just watch.
Now, before you go do that, I really do want to know, is there anything wrong?
Wrong? No, I don't think so.
You were nailing these moves so well just a few weeks ago, but now you've just seemed so sluggish. You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
Well, I mean...
You've been staying up late every night reading those medical books again, haven't you, son?
Yeah, but it's only because the doctor's taking so long to find a cure for you. I asked him how much longer it'd take, and all he said was that he's doing all the research he can. I just wanted to help him figure it out faster.
Son, I really do appreciate that you're trying so hard to save your dear old dad, but children shouldn't invest so much of their youth on such problematic subjects.
So? If it means that you'll be happy and healthy, I'll do it all.
Leon.
I'll keep practicing sword training because I know that it makes you happy, and I'll keep doing research because it'll make you healthy. Besides, both of these things make me happy.
So my son's gonna be a master swordsman and a medical professional, huh?
Yeah, and that's a promise. That way, I can help you and everyone else in more ways than one.
To have been blessed with such a selfless child, how did we get so lucky?
Oh, come on. Why do you gotta make this so embarrassing? Dad? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But listen, son, if there ever comes a time where you want to make any choice, just be true to yourself and what you want. There's no need to put others' expectations above your own priorities.
I don't think I've thought back to those days since my early days on Yugos' ship. Man, I really thought I'd become a great swordmaster and a doctor. A child's dreams sure are a wondrous thing.
That all you got? Come on. I'm not letting you go to bed until you scratch me once, Leon.
That emptiness that the nurse heard, it must have all started with this, right? Around this time, my mind was always just on healing my sister and father. I guess I went ahead and made my choice like you told me to do, Dad. I'll never forget the first time I couldn't even feel my swords in my hand anymore. I thought it was just because I'd been beaten so badly. But no. Even to this day, I feel nothing when I hold them. My hands just get all numb. That's all. Nurse Velvet,
Yes?
you hit the nail right on the head. I lost my conviction as a swordsman long ago. In fact, I'm not a swordsman at all, am I? I'm just a man with swords.
Doctor,
It's okay. Because of the conviction I once had in my swords, I thought I could protect my family. But instead, I caused the early demise of my parents. Honestly, why was I trying to defend my pride against you? Hugos was defeated, so my life isn't in danger anymore. I got lucky. Any sane person would just call it quits from here and settle down somewhere, right?